Triz. Triz is a liberating structure that is one of my favorite liberating structures, and it's a tool for discovering counterproductive behavior and eliminating it. And the idea is that if we remove stuff that's getting in our way, then of course we can move faster. And when we create space, innovation rushes in. So let's take a look at Triz. First, we're going to open this demo meeting. And then we're going to add a new activity, and we'll select Triz as our activity. And we'll see here that we have a few options. We can rename it if we want. This is just what'll show up in the interface for you, so you can locate it. If you have two Trizes, you might want to name it based on how you're using Triz, like what you're looking to get rid of, what category. Also the prompt. This is a generic prompt. You should change it so that it aligns with what you're hoping to target your participants on. So if you want to figure out how to make your meetings better, then put that in the prompt for the Triz. Let's make it really clear. And then also you can change the number of ideas per category. So how many ideas do you want people to put forth? And this can vary based on the number of people in your meeting. 3 is a good general number, but if you have 100 people, you might want to limit it. You might want to just restrict them to just 1 each. If you have 4 people, maybe you let them do 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this activity. For these, what we call note and vote derivatives, I like to point out that if you go to settings, you'll see the note and categorized derivatives. You'll see the note and categorized values that are set on this derivative. So in this case, it's set to serial, which means that we're going to go through each category one at a time. You're going to see them individually. Also, it's show previous category means that when you finish a category and move to the next one, you'll see what you entered previously on the next category. And then round robin share means that after each person, after everyone's done adding, we'll go around and share each person's inputs out. And of course, the categories are set. They're part of Triz. They can't be changed. So any of these grayed out values can't be changed. But if you wanted to create something similar but have it work in a slightly different way, you can go to Note and Categorize and create your own version with your own settings. Note and Categorize is a premium feature. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. Just wanted to point out, you can always go there to remind yourself how it's going to work. You can also open a second tab up with the participant link open and move back and forth, just like I'm doing in this video. It can be really helpful to familiarize yourself with how the activity works. But if you ever forget, just want a refresher, really handy just to come look here at these values and go, oh, okay, it's serial. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit send to participants so that we will see the participant. I'm going to copy that participant link, paste it in another browser, and here we can see that we're starting off in the first category, that the worst possible outcome. And how are we going to do this? And so, the prompt might be, how can we have like really bad meetings? Or, we want to have great meetings. So how can we ensure the worst possible outcome? So let's see, maybe we will turn up the heat. Let's say no clear agenda. Start late. All these things that will make our meetings horrible. And we'll kind of share those up. Okay, I hit my max. We're at 3. And let me go over to my facilitator view. And here I can see 1 of 2 participants have completed. And that's because I didn't do anything inside Firefox. So I might add something in here and drag it up. And then you can see now that everyone has completed. Excellent. So then now I might check my participants and say, everyone, good, have we entered everything? Okay, cool. We'll say next category. Now we're going to say, we're going to move on to what does that resemble. And so if we look here at our facilitator, our participant view, we can see that show previous category is turned on. So I can see what got entered previously. And I'm only seeing my values. So I'm kind of just working through my own list here. and no clear agenda, turn up the heat, start on time. And so what does that resemble? So now I can start entering things like, oh, well, maybe, what are we doing today that resembles this? Well, we're certainly starting late. Well, 5 minutes here, here and there. So we're just like, put that up here, and we'll just keep typing up things that we think are these things we're doing that resemble any of these things that we put in this previous category. And then once everyone's done, I haven't typed anything in Firefox, but I'll just go ahead and say next category. And once I do, we're now in the last phase, which is what should we stop? So now we got this list of stuff that we created that resembles bad behaviors, and then we'll just stop showing up late. And especially if it's stuff that we're doing that occupies time, it's really valuable to surface up that stuff. So anyway, then we kind of create this list, and then we review results, and here we are. We got a full list of all the things that worst possible outcome. What does that resemble? And this is really, really, really fun. We can kind of discuss these things out loud and have a good laugh over some of the ridiculous ideas people come up with. But ultimately, it's really, really handy to surface up these things that we can get out of our way and move more fluidly. So that was Triz. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.